Angela was annoyed that her partner Alberto didn't think enough of her to return home last night before 10 p.m, as he'd promised. He'd been out on the town celebrating a massive contract his company recently won in the Middle East. The atmosphere at the office was electrifying, with talk of promotions and lucrative opportunities coming very soon. Alberto was enjoying the celebration so much that he lost track of time and didn't get home until 12:30 in the morning, much to Angela's annoyance. Angela got up extra early that morning, her partner's selfish behaviour still playing heavily on her mind. So much so that her impulses got the better of her and she woke him up in a fit of rage. How could you be so selfish? Angela began her attack. You always put my needs last. You did the same thing last month when I asked you to pick up a bowl of sushi on your way home. And as always, you forgot, and I ended up having to eat leftovers. You are such a narcissist. You only care about yourself. You don't give a damn about me. I'm no narcissist, Alberto retorted. You're just a control freak. You just want to control every little thing I do. You did the same thing just a few weeks ago when my tire blew out and I was 2 hours late for date night. You attacked me before I even got through the door. And look how that turned out. You're an idiot, Angela raged. I don't know why I put up with you. I'm tired of this. And after a few more rounds of slinging mud at each other, Angela left for work. The inability to communicate effectively and thoughtfully can often signal the demise of a relationship. Most couples do not communicate well, not because they don't desire to, but more often because they don't know how to. Lack of relational skills are notably absent from the relationship, and for the most part, couples simply wing their way through. But it's not possible to have a healthy relationship without mastering the fundamental skill of communication. An equally important skill, if not more so, in a successful relationship is taking ownership of your experience and interpretation. Let's go deeper. An event occurs. Your interpretation is subjective and is not based on facts. We often attach meaning to things that colour what we see and make it difficult to separate facts from feelings. Consequently, our response is mostly from emotions instead of facts. Facts are typically measurable events and are verifiable and indisputable whatever measure of reason and logic is applied. Feelings, opinions, or beliefs are not facts. They may be your personal truth at the time, but they are not facts, no matter how strongly you believe them to be true. Your experience is what happens inside your body and your mind in response to events. It is composed of your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. It is involuntary, and it just happens. It's neither good nor bad, right or wrong, and it is always okay and valid. Thoughts are the mind's continuous streaming of indiscriminate random chatter, and you spend a lot of time in your head listening to your thoughts. Some of these thoughts are judgments. A judgment is making meaning or interpretation in response to an event. Right, wrong, good, bad. This means this. This is wrong. Here's my story about it. The importance of ownership. Your feelings, thoughts, judgments, interpretation, and making meaning of things are coming completely from inside of you. It is not someone else's fault that you are thinking or feeling something good, bad, or indifferent. And finally, there is choice. While our experience is involuntary, we have complete choice over the meaning we create and the actions we take. Let's recap. In healthy communication, there is a triad of facts, judgments, and feelings at play when it comes to taking ownership of your experience. It requires a conscious choice to accept differences and not impose our own experience and judgments on others. To come from a place of curiosity about and compassion for a human being who we care about and who thinks and feels differently from the way that we do. So, facts, judgments, and feelings. Facts. Usually a measurable event. It's 10 p.m. and Alberto is not at home. Judgments. The meaning we make of the event. He is so selfish. Interpretation. He didn't think enough of me to be home at 10. Feelings. Our emotions and sensations. Annoyed, angry, upset. How it all unfolds in the blink of an eye. 1. There is an event or stimulus. Something happens that gives us a certain experience. Alberto was out late, breaking his promise to be home at 10. 2. We react to our experience by making meaning of it and forming judgments. He's always doing this. He's irresponsible, selfish, etc. 3. Our judgment stimulates our emotions. Mad, annoyed, anger, rage. As human beings, with an abundant supply of colourful emotions, we do have choice. We can react consciously or unconsciously. If we react unconsciously, we will act out our feelings and judgments, whatever they are. If we react consciously, we will separate the facts from our feelings and judgments and then decide what meaning to make and actions to take. This begins by reviewing the facts in your head and making sure you're not mixing in judgments. Behavior follows patterns, and patterns occur over and over. If you don't strive to take complete ownership of your thoughts, feelings, and judgments, you will follow a pattern of blaming others, playing victim, and your life and relationships will suffer. Let's look at a 4-step process for taking ownership. Step 1. Reviewing the facts. Okay, it's 10 p.m. Alberto is out celebrating. He mentioned that he might be late. Step 2. Review your judgments. He always does this. Always? Sometimes? Most of the time? He's selfish. This contract is a big deal. He's been working towards it for months. He took me to a pre-celebration dinner last night, which was actually very thoughtful. Step 3. Identify your feelings. I'm glad he got the contract. Mad that he is out late without me. Annoyed and angry at him for not being home at 10 p.m. Step 4. Make a conscious choice. Once you've separated the facts from your judgments and feelings, you're in a much better position to decide what to think, feel, and how to react. It is common for judgments and feelings to be mixed. If you are conscious, You can choose among the mix of judgments and feelings that you will embrace and act upon, and which you will discard or leave alone. For example, Angela may decide to focus on her annoyance of Alberto being out late and choose instead to focus on how proud she is of his achievements and respond with admiration, discarding her judgment that he's selfish. While our experience is involuntary and overwhelmingly strong and real for us at times, as conscious beings, we can pick and choose our truth and what we say and do about it. Therefore, we are responsible for what we feel, think, say, and do. There are no victims in the conscious adult world. Taking ownership gives us power over our choices and destiny, and thus is the key to a successful and happy life and relationship.